EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the Wetlands, it's live opening round coverage of the Florida Classic. We've got a full field ready to get rolling on this Thursday as we get a look at the early leaderboard. Scott Stallings is on top. He's rolling early at 8 under par. Now down to the first tee as we get set here at the Wetlands. Par 5 opener. It's 660 yards, Frank.
Better put your thinking cap on here, Rich. Ideally, you want to play it as a 3-shot hole because there's a pond that protects the front right of the screen as well. Typical Floridian opening tee shot. Narrow, tight, and it's going to extract the best from you. So somehow fairway, then, only then can you start think about making a birdie.
It's going to be up the left-hand side. And there's a good start. That one in the fairway here to get the tournament rolling. Still well over 300 yards to the flag. So getting this to a good number, the key here for his second. I'm not sure he got every bit of that three-wood trying to get home to this par 5 and 2, but still in the ball game for a birdie. This could be a good one.
Yeah, it's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
10-foot putt left. Oh, missed it right. Just didn't have the right line. Safely in. It's a par here at the first, and he'll stay at even par. Here now at the first par 3 of the day, the 225-yard second. Bunkers front, left, and back, the only real trouble here. Strong par 5 to start, followed by a good par 3. The second hole is 225 yards.
2 bunkers, Rich, when you look at this par 3. In between is a nice corridor, and that's really the line that you want to be looking at going at this par 3. Just thread the gap, and you should safely find the green.
Okay, that's going to end up right in the middle of the green. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And it's so important to get this one rolling up the slope with just the slightest movement from left to right.
Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. That finished off for par here with the second, and he'll stay at level par. Fairly straightforward par 4 now. The third at the Wetlands is 460 yards straight away.
It is 460 yards. It can be chopped down a lot of different ways. 300-yard tee shot, and it's only 160. But if you're a mere mortal, 280, 180, the hole becomes that much longer, that much harder.
No issues here. That is into the fairway. He needs to be mindful of the breeze here as he sets for a second.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
That is well judged. Straight into the cup. It's a birdie here at number 3. Another par 3 here at the 4, 225 yards. A swamp directly in front of the tee and a bunker protecting the front of the green. Aim for the heart. Solid tee shot will get you home. Okay, fortunate there. That ball hops onto the green, and he'll be left with that for his birdie. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And not too much break on this, maybe a little to the right, but it's going back up the hill, so we can't leave it short.
Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and it just skips a foot or so by.
I tried to warn him. You have to hit it.
Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. Coming now to another long par 5, the 635-yard fifth. Short hitters do not have to worry about the swamp on the left, but it may come into play for long hitters trying to get home in too. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. Now a second from well over 300 yards. This will be about positioning. Yeah, about 145 yards left here.
Maybe a little too pumped up there. That just flew past the flag, but still an outside chance for a birdie.
Yeah, that's not bad. He was hoping that would come down a little more, but that's good effort. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll remain at 1 under par. Here now at the 440-yard par 4-6. Water down the left side to avoid, and a couple choices here. Lay up short of the water crossing the fairway, or risk trying to carry it. See what you've got. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway. From the fairway nota, this is second.
He's looking at 106 yards to the front, 114 gets to the hole, pin just on the front edge.
Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th, and he'll remain right where he is. Frank, now we get a crack at another par 5. The 7th is 592 yards.
It's certainly reachable, especially with a tee shot that follows the shape of this fairway, which is slightly to the left. Good tee shot, you can get home. And those bunkers, if anything, are nicely placed on that left side of the green, actually to protect a shot that goes too far or too left.
Solid. A good drive in the fairway. Had half the equation on that shot, the distance. Not quite the accuracy. Missed it a hair to the right.
Yeah, not quite a foul ball. Kept it in the ballpark, and well, let's see how good you can chip.
That one brushed in. It is a birdie here at 7. On to the 8th. It's a par 3, 203 yards. What's going on here, Frank?
Interesting par 3, really. It looks anything other than a straightaway hole. That bunker short of this green gives you like an optical illusion. You think it's lapping up with the front of this green, but there's actually sort of 3 or 4 yards before you get to the putting surface. A little bit of a drop-off behind this green, and it narrows out the deeper the green gets. So, a tricky little par 3.
And this is looking really good. Oh, yeah, nice shot there, right of the hole, and he'll have that for his birdie. Oh, that took a look. I thought it might catch that right edge, but it didn't get there. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll stay at 2 under. Frank, looking at this par 5 9th hole, it's 621 yards. I need to make birdie here. What's the best way to go about it?
Well, if you're a long hitter, then there's a chance you can reach this par 5 and 2, Rich. But really the best way to make birdie here, good tee shot, and then contemplate the layup. In between the first 2 bunkers, there's a nice section of fairway. And it's not going to leave you much in for that 3rd shot to a green that's very receptive. So really, birdie can be made the hard way, wedge and a putt.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Now, from better than 300 yards out, a second to the par 5. Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
It's an aggressive layup, really, trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5.
That's a high-quality shot right there. Not much to this one. It's for birdie. Wow, just a hair off target. And those are the ones that'll drive you crazy. That is so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. We begin the inward 9 at the Wetlands with the lengthy par 3 10th, 246 yards, 3 bunkers protecting the front of the green, and anything long or left has a chance to be wet. Okay, a friendly bounce there, and that will make its way onto the putting surface. Now this, for birdie at 10.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Nope. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll stay right where he is. Par 4 11, 443 yards. What's the best strategy here, Frank?
Somehow find the fairway, Rich. This is brutal. Miss it left or miss it right. But it's Florida. Fairways are wide enough, soft enough. But a good tee shot still going to leave you a lengthy second.
Nothing to fault there. Safely in the fairway. Second shot. Good look at the green.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
14 feet to the hole. Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he'll remain right where he is. Up next, the first par 5 of the back 9 here at the Wetlands, the 576-yard 12th wide fairway with no real trouble off the tee. So it is a good time to let it rip. And that's going to hug the left side of the fairway, but it looks like it's going to wind up being okay. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5.
Oh, that was unlucky too. If that ball had just slowed down, it could have been an eagle putt. Just kept going. Oh, just over the back.
So an ideal spot right here, just off the green, a makeable chance at eagle. Four feet now for birdie. Okay, that'll help the cause. It's a birdie here at number 12. Here we go at the par 4 13, 452 yards. What's the best angle of attack?
The straight line really is the best way here, like a lot of holes on the golf course. But straight, as we know, is not often easy. Fairway does start to widen up the further out there you get it. So for the longer hitters, this hole actually plays relatively easy. For the shorter hitters in that narrow area, that'll leave you a lengthy second shot where you just might have to bisect the two front greenside bunkers.
Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
Yes, there's 135 yards to the flag. Wind into the face, so you'll definitely need to account for that.
This one has a chance to be close.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
An outside look here for birdie. Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. Okay, safely in for par here at 13, and he'll stay at -3. Moving on to the tricky 14s here at the Wetlands. It's 204 yards, but there is plenty of trouble out there. 14th hole here at the Wetlands, a dangerous par 3, comes in at 204 yards. There's some trouble out there.
And this is where you have to readjust your focus. If you start looking right or left of this green, you see all the problems that could come in and prevail. Instead, just look at that front bunker. Try and fly your tee shot over that, somewhere around the front edge of the green, maybe 3 or 4 yards on, and then the hole becomes that much easier.
That's a fun tee shot to hit right there. You know the wind is at your back. You tee it high and just let it go. Get it up there in the jet stream, and that's just what he did. He's going to love that. Oh, right by the hole. The longer putts, you don't mind as much. The short ones, they tend to sting. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll stay right where he is. Final par 5 on the backside here at the Wetlands, 590 yards. Next up, the final par 5 of the day here at the Wetlands, the 590-yard 15th. Again, no bunkers or water in the landing zone, so it is time to give one a ride. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. A look at birdie here at 15.
Well, I've really been impressed with how he's handled the speed on the greens, but this one is going to be a tester down the hill.
Nope, not enough. Needed to get that a little further out to the right. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he'll remain right where he is. Making our move to the home stretch, the 16th. It's a par 4 and a good one at 455 yards.
And a chance to actually get a good run for the clubhouse because the holes are fairly short coming in. So good drive here, find the putting surface, really start the roll right here.
That's a good strike right there, and this is going to split the middle. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still, inside 40 feet, just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
A long one coming up here for birdie. Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And he'll stay right where he is. th at the Wetlands, par 3, 238 yards. Frank, how would you describe this hole?
Well, it's a hole really that shapes up well for a nice little high draw. See the angle of the green pointing slightly to the right. Nice little draw into this par 3. And that'll find a nice avenue. Maybe a kick forward, 15, 20 feet left for birdie. And if you birdied 16, chance to birdie 17 as well.
This is what the top players all do. They flight it. This one, he kept it just underneath the wind, brought it in a little lower. That's good work right there. Oh, finishing strong. That's in for birdie here at 17. Final hole here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. It's par 4. It's not a long one, 377 yards. There must be some trouble out there somewhere.
Well, not really if you keep your wits about you. Just position the tee shot. You don't have to hit driver down here. Even a 3-wood's only going to leave a short iron. If you hit your 3-wood 250, 260 yards, do the maths, it's only 120 yards left. With that, with a scoring club, try and get that inside 10, 15 feet. Finish with a birdie.
But if you stray, then what?
Oh, no. We don't think of straying on this hole. This is the last hole. Got to finish well.
But I'm thinking about gators. Are there gators out there?
Well, there's gator on the menu.
Ooh, some big drives today. That might be the biggest of the bunch. So the great tee shot left him here. Now his second from relatively close range. Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. He has a 12-footer here. Oh, no, I think he was about ready to walk that in. That looked on target the whole way. So a tap in there. That's for par at the last. That's going to wind up an opening round 68, 4 under par. One last look at the leaderboard, Frank. Our featured golfer down, but not out after day one.
Yeah, they might have to take the standing 8, though, or hit the reset button. This can easily go the wrong way very quickly.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the Wetlands, we bring you live second-round coverage of the Florida Classic. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. Scott Stallings is on top. He's currently at 8 under. And our featured golfer 4 shots back as we get things going. Now his third, staring right at the green.
In golf, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that, a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's very poor from that range.
Iona Stephen is at the first green. This for birdie.
And this is going to need a little push to get it up the slope. But other than that, I don't see a whole lot of left to right in this.
Just 5 feet left. Oh, boy, gotta hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. All right, that's in for a bogey here to start the round. He's going to slide backwards to 3 under par. On to the second hole, par 3 of 225 yards. Good hole, Frank.
It certainly is, and the 2 bunkers, one left and one right, they remind you where not to go, but they don't really encroach on the green. So stay with a positive attitude on that tee, and you'll find that green is plenty big enough.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Now from a tight lie, this his second. I think I'd be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll remain right where he is. Up next, the 460-yard third, a hole that is flat, long, and straight as an arrow. Great driving hole here on the first par 4 of the round. Next week, the Florida Swing continues. Frankie, it's a home game for you. That's always nice as we head to Orlando and Bay Hill for the Arnold Palmer Invitational presented by MasterCard. Always a good week.
No, it certainly is. Get some home-cooked meals, that's for sure, and get to watch people play. I just love the finish at Bay Hill. 16, 17, and 18. So many tournaments where things have gone awry over that very stretch. It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
Gonna have to be a little careful with this one. It's for birdie. Oh, wow, that is some kind of putt. Perfect speed, perfect line. It's in for a birdie. And he'll move to 4 under. What a hole this is, Frank. Par 3, 4, 250 yards. We're teeing off right in front of the swamp there.
You might see the odd alligator pop its head up. When you look at this, if you want to be clever, you can sort of hit a little cut in here, Rich, and then it'll work with that C-shaped green. That'll keep the tee shot away from the bunker that protects the middle. And you never know, it might just sneak in a birdie.
Now from the bunker.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Okay, safely on the putting surface out of the sand. Would have maybe liked to run that up a little further, but that's not the worst shot in the world. That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll remain at 4 under. Good look now at the 5th hole here at the Wetlands. Par 5, and it's a good one. 635 yards. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. Now from way back, better than 300 yards, a second to the par 5. I wouldn't say he's dominated the par 5 to this point. Still a lot of work left here.
The beauty of this game is you get to choose your own strategy. It's a 3-shot hole. There's a lot of different ways to try and reach this par 5 in 3 shots. Still, this 3rd shot is going to have to be hit on the button.
That's well played. And now a good look at birdie. We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
And a very makeable look here. Not too much undulation at all. Maybe just a slight move to the right.
Oh, yes, indeed. The line there, perfect. It is in for a birdie. And after opening with a 68, he'll move to 1 under for his round here. Par 4 6th here at the Wetlands, 440 yards and water to deal with.
2 choices here, Rich. Lay it up, short of the Wetlands, or, well, chance it, brave enough, tee it up and flash it across the Wetlands to just a mere short iron into this lengthy par 4. Well, that drive's not too bad, but it is down the left side, and if you look up ahead, that hole is cut back left, so not exactly the best line at it, but it's going to have to come up with something special. A touch long, a touch left, but still, how good can you putt?
Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. And he moves to 2 under for his round, 6 under for the tournament. Here at the par 5 7th at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club, 592 yards. Next up, the 592-yard par 5 7th bends gently from right to left, and really long hitters can get home in 2 with a couple of well-struck shots. The Wetlands not really in play here. Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. Had half the equation on that shot, the distance. Not quite the accuracy. Missed it a hair to the right.
Yeah, not quite a foul ball. Kept it in the ballpark, and, well, let's see how good you can chip.
Here we go. 7-footer for birdie. Yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. And he'll move to 3 under here, just 1 shot off the lead. Eighth hole here at the Wetlands, par 3, 203 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, actually, but you have to have a little look at your yardage book because that front bunker will make this hole look a little shorter to the eye than actually what it plays. Green gets a little narrow as it gets deeper, but flat. And, well, I wouldn't say easy. 3 here, not too bad.
Yeah, that was going to be tough to fly that all the way to the hole out of the bunker, and this is going to come up a good bit short. Nah, the putter bails him out there. That's in for a par. And he's going to remain 1 shot off the pace. Finishing out the front side with yet another lengthy par 5, the 9th measuring 621 yards, but still reachable for the bombers out there with 3 bunkers protecting against your approach shot. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot. Two good shots on this par 5, leaves that simple little chip, and that was beautifully played.
Okay, little 2-footer for birdie, not a problem, and that was well played. We begin the inward 9 at the Wetlands with the lengthy par 3 10th, 246 yards, 3 bunkers protecting the front of the green, and anything long or left has a chance to be wet. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either, sitting up in the short grass. Now, from the apron, a second to the par 3. Oh, maybe a misread there, and that curls by to the left. Okay, that one in for a bogey here at 10, and he's going to fall to 3 shots off the lead. Par 4 11th hole, 443 yards. Frank, what's the best way to play it?
Nice straight drive off the tee, then really reduces this par 4 to size. Then those bunkers short and left don't really cause an issue. The green's a little tiny though, but even if you miss that green a little bit on the right side, it's a relatively simple chip.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. So Iona, this his second from the fairway.
He's got 115 yards to the front of the green, but 128 to the hole. Pin, front right. It's a sneaky one.
I'm not quite sure of that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
This is a 13-footer. Not plate online, and that'll drift a couple feet by. That one finished off. It's in for par, and he'll remain 3 shots off the pace. Par 5 12 here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club is 576 yards. First par 5 on this backside. Stepping up to the tee at the first par 5 on this back 9. It's the 12th, and it is 576 yards.
Yeah, this hole bends to the right, opposite direction to what 11 does. A good tee shot, and you can actually think about reaching this par 5 and 2, but anything around the front or front left, still going to leave a relatively simple pitch shot. So when you stand on that tee, think of birdie at least here.
Eight feet now for birdie. Well done. That one rolled in for a birdie, and he's going to move to 4 under par, just 1 shot off the top spot. Here we are now at the 452-yard par 4 13th, requiring a straight tee shot. Fairway widens for long hitters, offering a good approach to a green flanked by 2 bunkers in front. This one turning left a bit off the tee. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Now Noda, his second from the fairway.
141 yards left to the hole. Pin sitting on the left half of the green.
Now there's a good strike in there, just a little left of the hole, but inside 10 feet. It's about 50-50 chance on the PGA Tour of making a birdie.
Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. And he's worked it to 9 under par. Good par 3 here at the 14th. It's a little bit more than 200 yards, Frank.
And there's a bunker short. So you've got to fly that coming in there. And if you do miss time one, that's when that body of water to the right really comes into play. Typical Floridian golf, but high-flying, soft-landing tee shot, once again, is the goal.
This one's looking good. Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round will win the day. This will slide a bit right. It's for birdie. Oh, how about the run here? That a 3rd consecutive birdie. And he's into double figures now at 10 under par. Stepping up here on the 15th tee at the Wetlands, this is a 590-yard par 5. Final par 5 on the backside here at the Wetlands. It's 590 yards.
Which is really a tempting yardage. A good tee shot, perhaps think of reaching the par 5 and 2. But this green well protected by 3 bunkers, 2 on the left side and 1 short right. But fortune favours the brave. At least that's what I was told.
Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5.
Shot after shot. More evidence there with that beautiful touch.
A straightforward look here for birdie. Oh, everything going right now. That a 4th consecutive birdie. And that is going to push him into the lead here on this Friday. We begin the finishing stretch here at the Wetlands with the 455-yard par 4 16. Looking for another straight tee shot here. The approach leads to a green well protected by 4 bunkers. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. From the fairway, Nota, this his second.
Left with 154 to the hole. Would not surprise me a bit if he were to stick this one close.
Well, not super close, but safely on the green.
Here we go. This one for birdie. There's another one. It's 5 birdies in a row. And he's opened up a 2-shot lead here in round 2. Another longish par 3 here at the Wetlands. This one, the 238 yards, 17. A bunker on either side of the green. The tee shot fits a golfer that can shape it a bit from right to left. Look at where that is going to wind up. That is as good as it gets. I mean, this is just becoming too easy now. That a 6th consecutive birdie, and he draws 3 shots clear on this Friday. Well, this is it, Frank, the 18th hole, and on paper it looks like you can get this one. You can make a birdie because it's only 377 yards.
You're exactly right, Rich. Just a nice drive. Doesn't even have to be a driver here. It's going to set you up really short iron wedge into this short par 4. And, well, I always like to finish on a birdie. I know you do too, because a little walk to the clubhouse there on the left, maybe a hot dog or a hamburger.
So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second. Okay, on the green, but that's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. Yeah, it's a birdie at the last. And this is going to be a second round score of 62. That's some lights out playing. One final look at our leaderboard, and it shows our featured golfer clear by 3 at the midway point of this tournament. EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. This afternoon from the Wetlands, we bring you live third-round coverage of the Florida Classic. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. Our leader here on Saturday is our featured golfer. He's on top by 3 as he gets set to begin play. And that a wonderful tee shot. It's in the fairway here to get this Saturday started. Now, from better than 300 yards out, a second to the par 5. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
This only about 5 feet for birdie. Yeah, that's good, but it's a birdie here at 1. He moves to 15 under. Now to the second, par 3, 225 yards. All right, you don't have to catch it on the middle of the face every time. That's on the middle of the dance floor, and a birdie putt coming up. Oh, do that from way downtown. That's in for birdie here at 2 to 16 under par. Fairly straightforward par 4 now. The third at the Wetlands is 460 yards straight away.
It is 460 yards. It can be chopped down a lot of different ways. 300-yard tee shot, and it's only 160. But if you're a mere mortal, 280, 180, the hole becomes that much longer, that much harder.
No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Gotta think this an extra half club or more as he sets for his second into the wind.
Are you really going to take that seriously? That ball wasn't even going to land on the green, but it's finished up fine.
We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Hair of right to left in this one, Rich. Straight back up the slope.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he moves to 17 under par. Par 3 fourth, 250 yards, and you tee off just in front of the swamp, so the golf cart's not going to get you to the green here, is it, Frank?
No, it might need an airboat to go across that.
Okay, pretty big swing necessary there, and that's not all that bad from that far away. Yeah, well done. That's in for par. And he'll remain well in control of this tournament. Down to the fifth hole here at the Wetlands. Par 5, 635 yards. A lot going on here, Frank.
The shorter hitters don't really worry about the swampland on the left because it really only cuts in to worry the longer hitters if you want to try and reach this par 5 and 2. So shorter hitters, 2 good shots, set up a wedge shot. Longer hitters, are you straight enough to hit it into the narrowest part of the fairway?
This one starting a little bit left.
This round's been a clinic so far, and that's another great drive and another good opportunity to make another birdie.
Ooh, that's got to lodge itself in the heavy stuff. Okay, not particularly close, but a chance for the putter to do its thing. Oh, that is so well done. That somehow is in to save par. And he'll maintain that 4-shot lead. On to the par 4 6th here at the Wetlands. And Frank, how does that water factor into the way you play this hole?
It bisects this fairway beautifully, Rich. 233 yards to the run out on the first section of fairway. And that might be worth considering for the short hitters. To try and flash it across the narrowest part of those wetlands, 276 yards. And of course, the more horsepower you got, actually the easier this tee shot becomes.
People like to see the long ball, the driver guys swinging for the fences, but this is the right play. This hole does not require the big stick. It's a positioning hole. That's exactly what they've done with the iron off the tee. That's a good shot. Well, going to be a lengthy putt for birdie, but on a long approach like that, anything on the green is a welcome sight. Oh, dude, that, what a roll that was. A long one in for birdie. And he's got it to minus 18. Here's another scoring opportunity, Frank, a par 5. The 7th is just a shade under 600 yards.
And it bends gently to the left, Rich. Longer hitters can obviously get home, and nothing really to be worrying about with that second shot if you can reach. The wetlands are well to the right of this hole for the second shot. But if you want to play to the 3-shotter, then that's a very safe, conservative way and really shouldn't cause you any problems whatsoever.
Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5. Okay, that's acceptable there. 13 feet away. Yes, plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. He moves to 19 under for the tournament. We arrive now at the 203-yard par 3 8th. Tricky little hole. The bunker short of the green looks like it borders the putting surface, but it's actually a few yards short of it, and the green narrows toward the back. You know, in this game, you don't just hit the shot. You have to see the shot, and that's a really good example right there. Excellent. Now this for another birdie. Oh, yeah, that one on line all the way. It's in for a birdie. He gets it to 20 under par. Finishing up the front side here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club with a par 5, 621 yards. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect and a good result as well. Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
It's an aggressive layup, really, trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5. Shame, good opportunity, but that ball just sailed on by.
Maybe not what you're hoping for from that number, but no damage. It's on the green. That is crafty right there. A beautiful putt, and the result is a birdie. We begin the inward 9 at the Wetlands with the lengthy par 3 10th, 246 yards, 3 bunkers protecting the front of the green, and anything long or left has a chance to be wet. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Now chipping up to the putting surface for this, his second shot. Oh, everything is coming up roses for our leader. How about this? Holding it from off the green to extend that lead. Moving on to the par 4 11th, just a little bit more than 440 yards. Arriving here at the 443-yard par 4 11th. Best to play it left center off the tee to give you a good look on the approach and take a bit of length off the hole. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
We're looking at 123 yards to the flag, pin front left so he can take dead aim.
This one looks right on point.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
Nope. So that brushed in for par here at 11. That's going to keep this large lead right where it is. So on this back nine, we started with a par 3, then a par 4, and now we get to a par 5. The 12th is 576 yards.
Yeah, nice blend of holes there that you've just referenced. 11 bends to the left, consequently 12 will bend in the other direction. Good drive required. From there, just setting up perhaps, 7 iron, 6 iron into a green that's sort of fairly uniform in shape and should present a birdie with a good second shot.
It is one of the more satisfying shots in golf, isn't it? Downwind to a par 5, the second, you knock it on. Chance for eagle.
Certainly shortens up the par 5, that wind at your back, Rich, but you can just surf the wind. Just let that ball carry and just sail towards the green.
Oh, very nearly an eagle. It was judged beautifully. The speed was perfect. It just didn't go down. Nothing to it. It's a birdie here at 12. And he's going to move to 23 under par. Now to the par 4 13. Frank, what are the options here?
Well, another straight one required here, Rich. It's 450. It's not overly long in today's standard, but still, that fairway widens up where the longer hitters will actually hit. And bunkers, once again, short of a green. So as long as you can fly that second shot to at least the front of the green, then they really do not come into play.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. So Iona, this his second from the fairway.
134 yards left to the flagstick today. Pin smack bang in the middle.
I like the looks of this one.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. That's going to move him to 24 under par. Heading now to the 204-yard par 3 14. Bunkers short left and right. But the real trouble is the water running alongside the right side of the hole. Avoid that, and you should be in reasonably good shape. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. He's been good all day around the greens. This is second. With all the elements of his game have been in sync today, a terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
The last par 5 on this golf course is the 15th. It's 590 yards. You think, Frank, this is the time to be aggressive?
Certainly is. Longer hitters must be licking their chops on this par 5. 300-plus yard tee shot, you can definitely get home. Shorter hitters, just set it up for a nice wedge shot. But if you are going to go at this par 5 and 2, well protected by those 3 bunkers.
Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony, but a great result in the fairway. It is one of the more satisfying shots in golf, isn't it? Downwind to a par 5, the second, you knock it on. Chance for eagle.
Certainly shortens up the par 5, that wind at your back, Rich, but you can just surf the wind. Just leave that ball and sail towards the green.
Moving to the 16th hole here at the Wetlands, 455-yard par 4, and you can see, Frank, that green is heavily guarded.
And consequently, you're really going to have to judge that second shot. Know your yardage, and also a good strike's required to safely keep the ball on the putting surface.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notavigay III.
He's got about 98 yards to the front, 115 to the hole, and coming off the eagle on the last hole, no reason to think he won't be in attack mode here.
I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And he's going to maintain that substantial lead. Par 3 17th, Frank, it's 238 yards.
There's still a chance for birdie here, though. Green shape's a little bit to the player's right, so not a nice high draw coming in here. Even finding the middle of the putting surface will give you a chance to putt to really any position on this green.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Still work to do to get this on the green. This is second.
Certainly seen some short game skills today, and that's more evidence here. Really keeping this round together as we get closer to the clubhouse.
No problems there. That's par here at 17. He's going to stay at 26 under par. Finishing our day at the Wetlands in Florida with the shortest par 4 of the course, the 377-yard 18th. Water down the left shouldn't be a factor. Driver and a short iron, and a birdie is very much in the cards. Ooh, some big drives today. That might be the biggest of the bunch.
Boy, that's a tough breeze to allow from, coming from the right. Did an excellent job of adjusting for that breeze, and tee shot finishes up in the fairway.
That's a good putt to save par here at 18. And that will not quite be enough to get into the 50s, but still, that'll be a 60. What a round. So a final look at the leaderboard, and this has just been a runaway so far. Our PGA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. This afternoon, we're in the Sunshine State for live final round coverage of the Florida Classic. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner. As you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon, our leader here on this Sunday is our featured golfer. He's got a sizable advantage here as he looks to increase it further. Now a second from well over 300 yards. This will be about positioning.
That's a head scratcher. That approach shot from relatively close in. I would have been looking at 10 to 15 feet.
Well done. That is in for a par here at the first. And he'll stay right where he is. Here now at the first par 3 of the day, the 225-yard second. Bunkers front, left, and back. The only real trouble here. Strong par 5 to start, followed by a good par 3. The second hole is 225 yards.
2 bunkers, Rich, when you look at this par 3. In between is a nice corridor. And that's really the line that you want to be looking at going at this par 3. Just thread the gap, and you should safely find the green.
Okay, safely aboard. A birdie putt, down to Iona.
Well, they often say it's the toughest putt in golf. There's not a lot to it. I think you can take dead aim.
This one's tracking on a very good line. Look out. Sensational. What a putt there from a long way out. That somehow goes down for a birdie. And that is going to move him to 27 under par. Up next, the 460-yard third, a hole that is flat, long, and straight as an arrow. Great driving hole here on the first par 4 of the round. Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay the third.
146 yards left to the hole. Pin is very accessible here, right in the center of the green.
Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
15 feet away. Nicely done. And things looking good early. That's birdies at 2 and 3. And he moves to 28 under par. Wow, check this out, Frank. Par 3 fourth, 250 yards. This is a really cool hole.
It is. You tee off and that tee shot right across the swampland into a crescent-shaped green. And, of course, it is protected by that bunker that just cuts in. It doesn't give you very much depth on that middle line of the green. So if the pin's in the middle, that's when the hole plays its most difficult.
Now from the bunker.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Okay, safely on the putting surface out of the sand. Would maybe like to run that up a little further, but that's not the worst shot in the world. That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he's going to stay 28 under par. Coming now to another long par 5, the 635-yard fifth. Short hitters do not have to worry about the swamp on the left, but it may come into play for long hitters trying to get home in too. And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. Still well over 300 yards to the flag, so getting this to a good number, the key here for his second. All right, I know it's not the highlight shot, getting home on the par 5 and 2, but maybe it's a smart shot. Oh, this could be good.
I love it when the balls hit the right distance. Just a little bit to the right, inside 10 feet, but bang on for distance.
Yes, a good read. It's a birdie here at 5. He'll get that score to minus 29. Here now at the 440-yard par 4 6th. Water down the left side to avoid, and a couple choices here. Lay up short of the water crossing the fairway, or risk trying to carry it. See what you've got. Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
Well, it's 128 yards left to the flag today. Pin in the middle, so it's a green light.
Now, there's a good strike in there, just a little left of the hole, but inside 10 feet. And it's about 50-50 chance on the PGA Tour of making a birdie.
Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. And he's going to move to 30 under par. Frank, now we get a crack at another par 5. The 7th is 592 yards.
It's certainly reachable, especially with a tee shot that follows the shape of this fairway, which is slightly to the left. Good tee shot, you can get home. And those bunkers, if anything, are nicely placed on that left side of the green, actually to protect a shot that goes too far or too left.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5. That is a really good shot on in 2 on this par 5, but work's not done yet.
I'm a tough taskmaster. If he makes the putt, or at least gets down in 2, then I'm going to congratulate him on this hole.
Yeah, from that far away, anything inside of 5 feet is pretty darn good. He's been automatic on this front side. This for birdie. That one brushed in. It is a birdie here at 7. That score continues to impress. He is now at 31 under par. On to the 8th. It's a par 3, 203 yards. What's going on here, Frank?
Interesting par 3, really. It looks anything other than a straightaway hole. That bunker short of the screen gives you like an optical illusion. You think it's lapping up with the front of the screen, but there's actually sort of 3 or 4 yards before you get to the putting surface. A little bit of a drop-off behind the screen, and it narrows out the deeper the green gets. So a tricky little par 3.
Well, he played it safe, but that's okay there on the front part of the green. Chance now for another birdie. Okay, a good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll remain well in control of this tournament. The ninth hole, Frank, is a muscular par 5, 621 yards.
You see why length is a huge advantage of this golf course, just under 7,700 yards. This hole here, another example, good tee shot, perhaps think of...
Come on, amazing!
Touch right. That is so well done, just generating so much torque through the swing. High launch angle. That was just about perfect. Now from way back, better than 300 yards, a second to the par 5.
That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. Really need a birdie right now.
All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. Oh yes, that's the right line, and it's in for a birdie. Well done. We begin the inward 9 at the Wetlands with the lengthy par 3 10th, 246 yards, 3 bunkers protecting the front of the green, and anything long or left has a chance to be wet. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either, sitting up in the short grass. Now from a tight lie, this his second.
Good chance to save par after that beautiful flop shot. Looked in trouble there at one stage.
So that's in for par to start this backside. And pars are fine at this point with this tournament well in hand. Par 4-11, Frank, we're looking at 443 yards.
Yeah, the Wetlands golf course is a really good driving course. This is another example here, Rich, where the fairway's just wide enough to reward a good tee shot, and then those 2 bunkers don't really come into play. But Wetlands becomes...
I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect and a good result as well. From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
He's in a good spot, 135 yards left to the flag and the pin on the left portion of the green.
This one has a chance to be close.
Well, there's a good strike in there, just a little left of the hole, but inside 10 feet. It's about 50-50 chance on the PGA Tour of making a birdie.
Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11, and he'll remain well under par. Up next, the first par 5 of the back 9 here at the Wetlands, the 576-yard 12 wide fairway with no real trouble off the tee. So it is a good time to let it rip. And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
So now eyeing this one for birdie. No problems there. That one in for a birdie. And stop the presses if you've heard this before. He's well on his way to yet another victory on the year. Here we go at the par 4 13, 452 yards. What's the best angle of attack?
The straight line really is the best way here, like a lot of holes on the golf course. But straight, as we know, is not often easy. Fairway does start to widen up the further out there you get it. So for the longer hitters, this hole actually plays relatively easy. For the shorter hitters in that narrow area, that'll leave you a lengthy second shot where you just might have to bisect the 2 front greenside bunkers.
So Iona, this his second from the fairway.
131 all the way to the flag today, and the pin on the front portion.
And that not quite going to hold the green, but that'll be okay. Really having a good day and a good run right here. 2 straight birdies, now 8 under. Moving on to the tricky 14s here at the Wetlands. It's 204 yards, but there is plenty of trouble out there. 14th hole here at the Wetlands, a dangerous par 3, comes in at 204 yards. There's some trouble out there.
And this is where you have to readjust your focus. If you start looking right or left of this green, you see all the problems that could come in and prevail. Instead, just look at that front bunker. Try and fly your tee shot over that, somewhere around the front edge of the green, maybe 3 or 4 yards on, and then the hole becomes that much easier.
Price is not taking driver out for this one. Is a long ways away, though it is for birdie. Oh, I can't tell you how good that is to get it to stop where it did from that far away. That is a super putt. Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. Final par 5 on the backside here at the Wetlands, 590 yards. Next up, the final par 5 of the day here at the Wetlands, the 590-yard 15th. Again, no bunkers or water in the landing zone, so it is time to give one a ride. Trying to work this one left to right. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
And that one finished off. It's a birdie here at 15. And this is no longer a contest, folks. This one is all over. but to shout. 16th hole at the Wetlands is a par 4, 455 yards.
Once again, another reward for a straight tee shot, but this green heavily guarded by sand. So, good tee shot, and, well, this one, you're going to have to hit one of the better iron shots required at Wetlands. Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office.
Now Nota his second from the fairway.
146 yards left to the hole. Swinging it great today. Would not surprise me if he stuck it close.
Here we go.
Oh, nothing wrong with that iron shot. It's a good one. Just a little short, little right, but still a very good place to putt from.
This round finishing strong. Back-to-back birdies now at 15 and 16. And this is turning into an absolute runaway at the top of the leaderboard. Here we go at the 17th. It's a par 3, and it takes one good strike. That's what you like about par 3s of this length, Frank. 238 yards. Can't fake it here.
You certainly can't, and that green just shapes a little bit to the player's right. So the best shot to hit in here would be a little draw. And that is also the avenue provided by those two bunkers. One short left and the other one back right.
Okay, that one's dancing. An outside look here for birdie. Just gonna sneak on by. Okay, that one finished off for a par. And he's gonna maintain that substantial lead. Final hole here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. It's par 4. It's not a long one, 377 yards. There must be some trouble out there somewhere.
Well, not really if you keep your wits about you. Just position the tee shot. You don't have to hit driver down here. Even a 3-wood's only going to leave a short iron. If you hit your 3-wood 250, 260 yards, do the maths, it's only 120 yards left. With that, with a scoring club, try and get that inside 10, 15 feet. Finish with a birdie.
But if you stray, then what?
Oh, no, we don't think of straying on this hole. This is the last hole. Got to finish well.
But I'm thinking about gators. Are there gators out there?
Well, there's gator on the menu.
Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. 11 feet away. Yeah, that's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18. And that will be a final round score of 61. Talk about finishing strong. Just a marvelous performance, Frank. Look, I know you love EA Sports. You play all the games. You might win Madden football by double digits, right? It is football. But in golf, double-digit victories, that's rare. That doesn't happen a whole lot.
You're right. It looked like we were playing Madden the way it was like, instead of touchdown after touchdown, it was, knock it to a foot, knock it to another foot, another birdie, another eagle. Just incredible. They just boat raced the field.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports.